Did you have something else? Okay. Our speaker today is Dan O'Sullivan. He ran in for the 73rd District, and we've had a couple of things happen in our State House, and we've had a rep resign and a senator resign. And I listened to Dan the other day. He sounds like a real liberty-loving person, but I'm going to let him. We've got a small crowd today because of the night club, but I'm going to let him give us his little spiel, and we can nitpick him until we decide that if we like him or not. Huh?
Tell me what I said. So my name is Dan O'Sullivan. I'm running in the state's 73rd district. As we all know, we had a senator and a state representative who resigned recently. A lot of people, even though they know the high level of it, don't necessarily know some of the intimate details. If you want some fun, go to the website. You can go to the web and read the affidavits. If you read the legal affidavits and the settlement agreement, it details things like Jeff Smith and Steve Brown went to grade school together. They knew each other since they were 6. And Steve Brown wore a wire to catch Jeff Smith. And no, these guys were best friends since they were like 6 or 7 years old. He wore a wire. He wore a wire to catch him. Steve Brown. Everybody talked about him and Smith and this whole thing, and they don't discuss the fact that these events occurred in 2004. In the year of 2004, Steve Brown was an employee of the state of Missouri, working in the Attorney General's office, or the Attorney General who was Jay Nixon. He was the campaign manager in 2004 for the re-election campaign for Jay Nixon. He was the treasurer for Jeff Smith. And Nixon somehow escapes discussion in all of this. But this is a guy who was representing the state and everybody. And he's out there lying to the feds in grand jury and in affidavits and things like that. He's gone. In the two districts, just discussion in case we're interested. The Senate district is totally in the city. The city has 3 Senate districts. It has the 4th and the 5th and the 1st. The 4th and the 5th are totally within the city limits. The 5th is on the river. The 4th, I believe, I may mix them up. I think the 5th is the one that's on the river. The 4th is the western half of the city. You take it, the city looks like a football. You cut off the bottom sort of 5th of the city. The right half, the river side is the 5th, and the west portion is the 4th, which is Jeff Smith, and then the southern part is the 1st, which is Jim Lemke and extends into the county. The district, the Smith Senate district votes 82-18 Democrats. So whoever the Democrats put up is going to be the Democratic nominee, and the only chance of having an honest election, which there is a very good chance of, is that if they pick somebody who's too far away from some of the people, there's a good chance they're going to get an independent, who will probably be another Democrat, but you can register to run in that district with about 500 votes. So there's a chance they're going to have a fun fight anyway. In our district, the Democrats have picked Stacey Newman, who lost to Brown in the primary last year. Brown spent $330,000 to get a $31,000 a year job. And then went to prison. And lost it. Stacey is, first of all, in this environment, and looking at a high level, not talking about me because the environment is that this is a district that was originally districted to be mostly Democrat when they did the last redistricting. And it has consistently been a Democratic district historically. We have had 50-60% turnover in the last 6 years of housing. There's a lot of younger couples moving in. On my block, the last 6 people who moved in on my block all say that they are either independent or Republican, not Democrat. This is a massive change from 10 years ago. Stacey Newman worked for Holden and McCaskill. She was an employee of Planned Parenthood. She is totally against any gun rights. She has led national campaigns, been the Missouri rep on national campaigns for ending concealed carry, for registration of all weapons, but no matter what, for trying to tell people they can't have a lot of weapons, trying to get guns out of the home type things. She does not want people to have guns. She is a health, from a health thing, I think that she is strong. She believes that Obamacare doesn't go far enough. She wants free health care. She has been a strong proponent of the Planned Parenthood view of the world, which is that from just women's rights, that all care should be available free of charge. And that means everything down to preventative, regular visits, whatever. But she believes that the people should be able to go out and get free care. Well, I mean, in an environment where we are clearly in financial distress, clearly, I think a majority of the people in the United States agree that we can't afford to convert health care into the federal system. And most people are pissed off that we suddenly spent $4 trillion when we weren't sure we had $1 trillion to spend. That giving, Obama's solution is insurance, just making sure you can have a place to buy it, maybe making you buy it. But she's sort of saying, well, you don't need insurance, you can let's just give it away. And I think that's over the top. I'm a small businessman. I'm a very technology-oriented person. I work in computers and communications and the internet. I formed a company in St. Louis. It was called Brick Network. I ran that for 10 years and sold it. I've been involved in several other startups. I believe that small businesses are the backbone of America. Funding job. I can tell you that buying health insurance for people as a small businessman is an insanely hard expense. I bought insurance for all my employees. I bought it for my employees. I did not buy it for their families. I offered it for their families, but in my case, I paid 100% for an employee and let them pick it up for the rest of their people. That was the plan that I had. I believe that that was fair. It was equal across the employees. So I had a lot of single employees, and I had a couple who were married, and I just didn't feel that it was fair to reward somebody necessarily just because they happen to have a bunch of kids. And we offered it as a program, but we didn't pay for it. And it was second to my communication expense as an internet provider. It was my number 2 expense. And it's difficult to, when you're looking at your monthly expenses to realize that here's something you're going to spend a lot of money on, and most of that money doesn't get used. And people who are out there saying, hey, I want coverage. People don't want insurance. But let's the argument here is everybody wants insurance. Everybody doesn't want insurance. Everybody wants health care. They want to be able to see the doctor. They don't really care how it's paid for. They just, insurance is we should give you insurance. No, we should make sure you get health care. And in the state of Missouri, and in most of the states in the United States, I believe at the moment, if you walk into an emergency room, you cannot be turned down at any hospital in the country. And a hospital can say they're private, they can say all kinds of things. But if you walk into the ER with a kid with a broken arm, they got to treat the kid. So health care for down the road, down the line, is available. Now, can you go get a regular monthly visit? No. Preventative care? No. But in St. Louis County, historically, so let's look at the successes in the government. St. Louis County used to have a county hospital. They used to have satellite health offices all over the county where the poor could come in, could get regular visits, they could see a dentist, they could do all kinds of things. The county has cut those. First of all, they limited the hospital. They cut down on the satellite offices over the last few years. And why did they do it? Because they couldn't afford to do it. The city used to have two huge hospitals in the city. They eventually cut them down and then merged in the city and the county at a hospital, and now they don't have a hospital, either one. The healthcare, in the small examples in our region where we've demonstrated an attempt to try and provide this health care, it's been continuously demonstrated that it's a huge expense. It's very hard to cover. I believe in smaller government. I believe we need to find other ways to make sure that health care is available to everybody. But I'm not a big believer in giving things away to people. People don't stop when you